to the channel. This topic for today's video is inspired by podcasts, The Psychology of Our 20s, and the episode that I had listened to is about feeling behind in your 20s. It talks about how we feel we're behind because we aren't actually living up to our own standards. We're living on the standards of others. I feel like it's a topic that should really be expanded upon. We will go into the 4 steps that are critical for reinventing yourself. Also, if you have yet to subscribe, please do so below and go ahead and like the video. Let's talk about the 4 steps with step number 1. Make the decision to just start now. Don't just wait for that fresh start moment to happen. Just start now and figure out as you go. Don't just make progress by thinking and thinking and thinking, because when we overthink, we start to then consider all these reasons why we shouldn't do it. For example, I knew that I wanted to go into real estate from a very young age. I kept telling myself, oh, I'm going to do it when I'm making a ton of money, or I'm going to do it when I'm in a marriage where I am financially secure because I have my spouse's shared income to support me. Really, those were just excuses and roadblocks I was putting up myself. I basically could begin today, and I did not need to wait for those resources in order to start. I also felt like the more I waited, the more frustrated I was getting towards myself, and the more I was just putting myself in situations that I knew weren't making me happy. It really took me a while, like 5 years into corporate life, to realize that I shouldn't be waiting for that marriage to happen. I shouldn't be waiting for my funds to reach a certain amount. I know I can do this. I might as well take the risk now too, because the older I get, if I have a home, or if I'm starting a family, or now if I'm in a marriage, I have all these new responsibilities. Maybe they're just going to keep me from actually wanting to do what I want to do, because now I just have even more excuses. I've made the decision to basically just start now. Reinvent yourself now and don't keep waiting. Step number 2, this is honestly like my favorite one, and it's killing your ego. Here's the thing, your ego can be your biggest enemy, and I'm laughing because I'm thinking of the quote, your ego is not your ego. Your ego will come up frequently and be one of the main blockages. It's gonna tell you what you're doing is embarrassing. What are your friends and family going to think? What are people who don't even know you going to think? It's gonna tell you so many things that are going to stop you. But the truth of the matter is, it's just meant to keep you in your comfort zone when you already know that zone of comfort isn't for you. To really reinvent yourself, you have to put that ego aside. Basically, kill it. Be okay with being a beginner again. It's not going to be fun being that person in the room who's like, I took a step back. The thing is, your ego is just going to continue to build you into the person you are not happy with. Maybe others will be happy about it. Deep down, you will start feeling resentment towards others because you don't know how to feel resentment towards yourself. Feel okay being vulnerable. The people who love and really care about you are going to actually praise you for making that decision. After you've killed your ego, now we are going to create our alter ego, and we're going to live out that alter ego's lifestyle. This is something that I recently been practicing. It has been just so helpful in reminding me who I need to choose every single day. It's a really great practice for just separating who you are today and then who you want to be. It gives you guidelines in a way on choosing, if I do action A over action B, which ego does action A belong to? Same with action B. And so if action B belongs more to the alter ego, who is your higher self, choose that. It's going to help you get into the habit of just choosing all the other habits that align more with your alter ego. Creating an alter ego is something that actually a lot of celebrities have created. Beyonce, Childish Gambino, Lady Gaga, Nicki Minaj, all of some of the best artists of our time. I recently designed my alter ego by going through this like step-by-step process, and the process I found it on a blog, so I can go ahead and link it below. I created my alter ego. She is someone who lives a very soft luxury life, and she does that using her own wealth of knowledge, money, friends, health that she has created for herself. She puts herself in rooms where she's not the smartest one there. She's surrounded by so many intelligent people who are not just intelligent in their own field, but intelligent in a very dynamic way. They're not just intelligent with a single thing. They're so wise and so experienced, and my alter ego thrives off just learning from other people. She doesn't allow herself to be the smartest one in the room. She is someone who is choosing to wake up earlier, and she either journals, she spends time just doing something for herself, like making breakfast, having her matcha in the morning, going on walks, but she always chooses to have time in between the time she wakes up and when she starts her work, because she puts herself first. She is someone who recognizes that abundance is everywhere, and deals will come in, friendships will come in, the right partner will come in, the right homes will come in, the right brokerages, the right subscribers will come in. She doesn't live in the fear that all those are so out of reach. Before I created this alter ego, I was always thinking like, I'm not going to have as many subscribers. Maybe I'll have like 1,000, maybe I'll have 50, maybe I'll have 100. But my alter ego is like, no, people do want to tune in and hear from me. They will be inspired from me. They'll want to learn and be inspired to do this themselves. It just makes me feel really good leaning more into my alter ego's actions. It's also a really great way to just quickly decide and just like be more discerning on what actions you want to take. It's also gonna help you like disassociate from the former self that you are not happy with. Creating an alter ego can also just be like really fun. I feel like my alter ego is just like so much more joyful, and when I think about her when I'm like in a sad mood, when something is going wrong and I'm struggling, it helps me realize that like, well, I can change all this, and this is how. This is what she would do. Let's go ahead and share more of like our alter ego and have fun with it. Step 4. The last one is keep small reminders around you. Sticking to a new path can be hard, especially when life gets busy and your old habits just naturally sneak in. That's why surrounding yourself with little reminders is just so crucial. They help keep your goals alive, and they just put it straight in your face. For example, my alter ego self and the life I'm reinventing for myself, she's someone who is very successful in real estate. She is someone who knows the market in and out. To remind myself that there is a huge hill that I have to climb in my journey to real estate, I keep a calendar on my desk. I cross off every day of the week that I am going to study at least 1 hour of real estate, whether it's learning about the market or learning about different brokerages in the area that I can sign with, or studying for my exam. It's mainly the calendar itself. I've never had a calendar on my desk, so it's like something very unique and distinct that is on my desk. It's literally a sheet of paper, like I'll show you guys. I just printed this out on Google, and then I folded it so it could be like compact and everything, but the whole idea is that I have this sitting on my desk to remind me that, hey, I'm not busy enough to spend at least 1 hour studying about something real estate related. When I'm looking at it, I realize that, hey, this week, if I don't see anything crossed off, that means I did not put in an hour of my research and studying. My future self that I want to become would actually do that. It tells me that, hey, choose yourself and you are always going to make it in real estate. So this is what it's telling me. Another really great thing that I want to do eventually, maybe I'll do it this weekend, but this is something that I've already done for my screensaver on my laptop. I just want something physical, is just to create a vision board. Vision boards are a really great way to not just like idolize who you want to become, it's something to remind yourself of the goals that you want to strive for. And so it tells your mind like, okay, I'm going to take on the actions that get me to that specific area on my vision board. It's just one of those ways to keep you on track. Of course, thinking and visualizing is not going to get you the life that you want. Action needs to come with it. But again, it's those reminders that tell you like, hey, have you made that action today that is going